Unpopular opinions, but this time I'm actually using the Wayback Machine because I'm recording this ahead of time. I'm gonna be out of town on Friday or Saturday when this goes up, so I'm using the Wayback Machine so I can get like unpopular opinions from March 29th, but it's 2019, so hey, that's pretty tight. So let's see what people are talking about in 2019. So the first one is, no one is obligated to love or respect family members just because they are family. No, I kind of already agree with this post. One thing is, just because someone is family, I think doesn't mean you have the right to love them. Or I just mean it's okay to not love your family or separate yourself from family, because just because they are family doesn't mean they won't treat you like shit. Doesn't mean they won't fucking, stab you in the back and all that stuff. I was actually talking about it with my friends. I think it's crazy how, for some fucking reason, like family members, they will talk shit about you. I feel like they are the ones that will mostly talk shit about you. That it's family members behind your back and all that stuff, which is so crazy because that's your family, man. Like, they're supposed to love you and care you and all that shit. They're supposed to care for you and all that stuff. And I feel like more times than not, they're talking about, talking bad behind your back, which fucking is crazy and all that stuff. If you hate your dad or mom, I think you have a right to, if they treat you like shit. Like, if those parents were actually like horrible people, I can totally validate you not having to love your mom or dad or family, for sure. If there are horrible people, then yeah, I agree. Next one is, naming your child a normal name but spelled wrong is stupid. I don't care if you want to name your kid something original or new, but don't change just one letter, something stupid like that. Just why I've seen too many Aidens and other misspellings. Just name your kid a normal name, don't try to make it special. Yeah, I can kind of see it. For me, I would actually like to, give my son or daughter like an original name. I want it to be something different, but also something not. If I were to give it like a simple name, I don't want it to be something a little bit too common. Like for me, like if I had a daughter, I think Daisy's a really nice name. I would love to name her Daisy. I think Daisy's such a cute name. I would love to name her that. Would I try to work my way around and spell it like in some odd way? Not really. I kind of can get by like someone naming their kid like a unique name. But sometimes I was like, yeah, if it's just like one letter or something, like, it's kind of, yeah. Sometimes it does look dumb. I guess. Fuck. I kind of agree but kind of disagree. But I guess for the most, you know what? Fuck it. You can name your kid whatever you want. Never mind. Fuck that shit. You can name your kid whatever you want. So I disagree. The next one is, men and women aren't the same, and that's okay. Yeah, I think that's okay too. Cool, I guess. On to the next one. Police officers should get tougher sentences than civilians when committing a crime. Since it's tougher sentence to assault a police officer than a civilian, and officers vow to stop crimes, I think it's more than fair and logical that police officers should receive a tougher sentence than a civilian when committing a crime. As it is right now, it's usually the other way around. Yeah, I can agree. I just think police officers should be held more accountable for sure whenever they commit a crime, whenever they kill someone, dude. Like, sometimes like officers get away with a lot of shit. Or another thing too is like, dude, officers can fucking kill someone, bruh. And it could be like someone that's eating a fucking sandwich and they're like, he's got a gun. Or like for me, like plenty of times, my big ass fucking cock is showing and an officer thinks that's a gun. And like, oh my God, dude. So many times I've been held at gunpoint because of that stuff. And yeah, like sometimes officers just do the most heinous thing. And all they do is like give them a slap on the wrist and they just like put them on leave, or they just send them home, or like they just won't have them work for like 2 or 3 months and then they come back and then they're back on the fucking range and all that stuff. That shit sucks, dude. And some of them are like blatantly like just crazy power hungry and all that shit. Like, I don't know. Like some cops are just absolutely out of their mind. Not all cops though. Luckily in my area, I think all the cops are pretty nice. But like some other cops in other areas are super fucking power hungry, just absolute douchebags. Yeah, they should for sure be held accountable, at least accountable, because some of them are not even held accountable for some of the crimes they do. So yeah, I guess I do agree. The next one is, the idea that gay characters must/need to be played by gay actors/actresses is a stupid and pointless debate. I understand that the underlying meaning of this argument is for gay actors/actresses to have opportunity within more roles overall, but the uproar, for example, after straight actor Rami Malek won an Academy Award for playing a man in which being gay was a big part of his image and life, is silly and truly a waste of breath. Yeah, I agree, dude. Here's the thing: if you are a good actor, you should get hired. Just because you fit the same criteria as the person you are trying to play doesn't mean you should immediately get it if you're not a good actor. I think that's the whole point. You need to be a good actor in order to act. If you're straight and you're really good at acting gay, man, go for it, bro. If you're gay but you're really good at acting straight, man, go for that shit, bro. I don't care. Like, you have to be a good actor. Oh no, like, if I don't, like, for me, if I was the director, I'm not hiring just because you're gay. If I'm looking for someone that's gay and you're not a good actor, I'm not hiring just because you're gay, bro. I like, come on, like, show me some strut in that shit, man. I was getting out of me. Can I act gay? Shit, maybe low key. But like, I think if you're good at your job, you should get hired because you're good at that job, not because you just fit the criteria. That's it. No way, Jose, bro. He's like, oh, you want to be gay? Man, you better act gay too, son. I was like, you better be good at that shit for sure. So yeah, I agree. Yeah, just because you fit that criteria doesn't mean you should immediately get the job, because you have to be good at that job in order to get it. I agree. I don't know. Maybe some people will disagree, but I agree with that one. Next one is beauty pageants with little kids are disgusting and should be illegal. Yeah, I mean, I think most of us all kind of agree. This shit's just out of touch, out of date now. It sucks because, like, a lot of these kids, they go through something like that and it's kind of traumatic. And also, like, the thing is, like, no kid should feel the feeling of being not good enough or unwanted. No kid should ever go through that. So, like, some of these kids, you know, they go through these pageants and they'll lose and they'll be like, oh, guess you're not good looking enough and all that stuff. Like, this fucking old ass man, creepy ass old man fucking looking at these girls and all that shit, dressed up in makeup and all that shit. Just so creepy. It's just so weird. Yeah, like, kid pageants are just so fucking weird now, man. I hate that shit, dude. It's just so whack. No kid should ever have the feeling of just being not good enough. Not at all. No, not in a chance. Not in a world do I want to live in where a kid feels that way. So I agree. Beauty pageants should be fucking illegal. Fuck that shit. That shit's so, yeah, it's just so cringe, so bad. I hate that stuff. And the last one is body positivity is used as an excuse for people to be fat. Hear me out. I'm not saying that the entire body positivity movement is a negative thing, but I constantly see obese women posting pictures in the bikinis or whatever they're wearing, followed by hundreds of comments saying how perfect and beautiful they are. The second somebody mentions that their weight might be unhealthy, they get attacked. It's like these people have just decided to ignore how bad for you being overweight is, because I prefer to have strangers compliment them online. Okay, so I say this every time. I think I've already mentioned this a couple of times, like this same opinion. But I am okay, like, being positive about your body and all that stuff is totally fine. I get that. You know, if you're overweight, that's fine. I just hope that eventually you do take care of yourself, because at the end of the day, being overweight is unhealthy. And I hope that eventually you realize that you do have to take care of your body. You know, if you want to be a little bit overweight, that's fine too. It's cool. Like, I'm not shaming anyone, dude. Like, if you there's nothing wrong with being, I have no problem with fat people. It's totally fine. Like, if you're chunky. Hey, you know, I love gorditas, right? But like, I just hope you realize that you do have to take care of your body if you want to last long, and watching your health is very important. Very important. Like, for me, when I grow old, like, I want to take care of my health for sure. Like, I want to run, you know, watch what I eat, all that stuff. I want to live as long as I can, so I can, I don't know, just enjoy life as long as I can. I feel like, you know, being unhealthy, you really won't see life that long. As grim as it is to say that. Wow, this really kind of turned for the worse. But whole point is, it's fine if you're chunky. But I just hope you realize that, like, you know, you should take care of your health, and I think all of us should, because you only have one life, right? So take care of it as much as you can. At least that's how I see it from my eyes. But that's really it. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.